Hello everybody, welcome back to Hunters of Justice. Well, with me, Trestwho, and not the writer this time, but Trestwho as well.
Yep. Not the mama.
I mean, you can't write everything.
And I haven't.
I mean, you have a full with the adventure in and outside of the TARDIS right now. And this has been over the winter.
I was actually getting cards for Doctor Who on the Magic the Gathering game I was playing.
Ah, you were playing Magic the Gathering. What was it now or another day?
It was just a few minutes ago.
Ah, yeah. Did they use a time loop on you? So, I assume we are gonna have some almost happy music because what has been taken care of. Kairos has been taken care of. I am assuming the city has been cleaned up from the asteroid. But there is still a lot of people who need medical attention. So I don't know if we are gonna have a time skip or if we are jumping back to, oh no, someone is still not well. Let's see. Maybe this one. We will see where this goes. Chapter 18. Windows to the Soul. November 1st, 9 AM. Watchtower. Galaxy could orbit Earth. If this was like when I was learning English, I would never be able to say this one. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is not the same page. I can just click and show mark the whole paragraph. I missed that option.
Kind of sounds like it's something to do with Raven's emoticlones.
Maybe. A sudden BP was heard as Yang and the rest of her team make around in the Watchtower medical ward. I mean, yeah, I thought they needed some medical attention. So we didn't really time skip that much. This is the day after. Because the fight was on Halloween night. Was it? Yeah, it was Halloween night because that's Ruby's birthday. The cruise station was running down. Wait, so now we have exact time how much they were fighting Dragon. It was literally in the morning when they finished fighting. So again, Watchtower, what were you doing the whole time? Yes, you are fine, you are keeping your eye on Dragon. Fine, but you can still help the other people down below.
That's certainly an option.
A cruise station was running down her arm and towards her body, telling her that the morphine was working. She didn't quite fully realize just how hurt she was until they finally loaded her into Javelin. I mean, yeah, when the other one is pumping it into your vein, then you don't, you still feel the pain, but not as much afterwards. It was there that they found none of them, including Pierre, but they truly capable of combat. She had nearly collapsed into her cot. She was so exhausted. A cot. Is that like a
You
sleeping
don't,
thing?
you don't know what a cot is?
No?
It's like a really portable bed. It folds up and um, it lifts you up just a bit off the ground.
I'm pretty sure it's not this. Because I know what it means. But I'm pretty sure this is not what they mean. Because for me, this is what the cot is. It's a baby bed. And that's what it comes up at first, as well.
No, it's a camping bed that you can fold up and
Ah,
unfold.
these! I have
Really,
never heard these
really
things.
portable bed. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the name caught, but I just called that as a baby bed. And that is, I'm not wrong, that's the name of that as well, but
You never heard of army cot?
no.
Okay.
He was exhausted. He was so exhausted. But now, no, I know. Word of the day. I mean, yeah, I know the word, but not this meaning of the word. When I cut up, the damage was extensive. Multiple broken bones, including her left wrist and several of her limbs, a concussion, lacerations and bruising, and much more. The list goes on. Her friends and teammates were in similar state, yet most of them were cautious. Ironically, the only ones still standing were Weiss and Sean, who just entered the room carrying trays of hot food. No, I'm hungry. Thank you, game. Thank you.
Cyborg might have to go to the medical ward and a repair shop.
And let's provide some column right now. Yeah, let's use for medical ward. Lucky here, not allowed. I see the food alone. Yay, food! Gotcha. On the reason her body protested her my excitement. Ow. I mean, that's gonna be me when after the training is done and I'm gonna go make some bolognese. I don't know, yeah, it's, I don't know how you would call it, macaroni. Bolognese macaroni. That's what I have ingredients for, so that's what I'm gonna make. Laura, slow down. Let's just tide her. Let her accelerate in man up. Oh yeah, it's in the medical manual that you can read up, okay. And I don't his leader to place his food into his no, it's a code. But codes can be read as well, right? You know what the doctor said? I know, honey. Several of them descended into silence, and they ate their food. John, with one hand as he left out arm was in a sling. I mean, yeah, it makes sense because he was using his shield a lot. Just like the demon's full power. It might hate to the horrific events of yesterday, about how close they came to death. It reminded him of when they fought the Paniac, how hopelessly outmatched they were. Most times, each of his friends fell one by one. He thought they were going to die. But this time, they managed to win. They beat Dragon, a limited god, at least several thousand years old. A threat that was, in all honesty, something they never truly faced before. Is he a god though, or is he just a demon? I mean, demons are kind of like gods, but let's name something. How would a Christian classify a demon?
Well, I think usually an embodiment of sin and such.
Yeah, but if they really have godlike powers.
Yeah, they're describing God with like lowercase g as a classification of a certain degree of power.
Yeah. So, a demon.
So, a demon to a godly degree.
Yeah. Yeah, because there are demons, there are lesser demons who don't have such power. Yeah, it makes sense. Or because Rumi did something with her eyes. And the word of Rumi, they can, and why not it? Her condition is stable. That's weird. But she is not in the stable. But she is still in the coma. I don't think she will wake up for another day at least. But they have seen no evidence of long-term brain damage. So it wasn't brain damage that knocked her out, but illusion? I mean, yeah, she definitely used up all of her stamina reserve. She was suggested, and why not it again? I mean, even if you have a great ability, if you use it too much, then you lose yourself. And the current theory anyway, let's say she had never used her silver eye powers, for like a better term, her body simply couldn't handle the strain. I actually think they never gave it a name in the show either. For all I know, they call it silver eye powers as well. Makes sense. The first time I tried my semblance, I nearly passed out. You know, saying, if I overextend myself, I still run that risk.
You don't walk that risk.
You know what? Pure semblance could have killed her. Her semblance is magnetism. Just imagine using a magnetic semblance of full power the first time. She was lucky there wasn't any swan or anything nearby.
Well, that reminds me of Magneto's comment. Welcome to die.
And the next level is welcome to the light. Multiple of them. Here comes. Rubbing her face, her three fingers across her chin. The blood meltdown was immensely relieved that her sister, her lost blood relative, wasn't hurt. I mean, yeah, they are blood relatives, but they are half sisters. Actually, they are from a different mother. On the fact remained that she still had absolutely no idea that Rumi even did. Yeah, I didn't bother asking about it again. For the league, he had no idea. Apparently Rumi was in an isolated room, but the league specialists were poring over her with highly specialized equipment to try and figure out what was going on with her. So this is Rumi right now. Fine, zooming. There you go. There to me. I mean, it's not as far off. That is a mathematical word as well. Also, I see that my camera in this one is coming off. Maybe that. I mean, that is because I lifted my monitor now back to its original size. There we go. It should be fine. Give me a little bit more. Well, the fact remains that she still had absolutely no idea what Tommy even did. Yet didn't bother asking why again. For the league still had no idea. Currently, Tommy was in an isolated room, while league specialists were poring over her. Oh, I had that. Yeah, I had the whole paragraph. My bad. You see them now. Professional doctors, nurses, technicians, and a few superheroes. At first, she only saw a single superheroine in the midst, a young woman appearing to be in her early 20s, wearing an outfit reminiscent of a traditional sailing mission. I have an image in mind, but
It's Zatanna.
What?
Zatanna. Look that word up and you'll be able to see her picture.
Yeah, it's her. I just didn't know her name. Yeah, I was like, I have a picture in mind. I know I've seen her. But I wasn't sure if that's actually a hero or not. But I told them that the woman was Zatanna. If I had a little bit further, I would have actually known that a famous magician who scared about anything but illusionary. Now, do you mean they were only illusions or they were better than illusions?
Meaning the magic trick she does is anything but illusions. Except illusions.
Anything except illusion, okay.
Yeah.
So she is literally the opposite of Discord. The son was able to join by a middle-aged man, wearing a tan shirt, a smile of soul dancing off him. He had briefly introduced himself as John Constantine, a British sorcerer who specialized in detective work. Constantine was apparently a colleague of Batman alongside the Defender, and the two of them worked tirelessly to scan the Robin's eye for anything magical. I mean, it's not exactly magic, per se, because it is a bloodline sorcery. And a lot of mages don't cast sorcery magic. Right? Just a little bit of D&D reference. The reference had trouble, and the third man eventually joined them, who were a blue and gold cloak, carried by gold hammer that couldn't cover his face. Unlike the others, he hadn't introduced himself, forcing one of the doctors to stand up. The man was Dr. Fate. I have heard that name before. I don't know what he can do, but I have heard his name. And I'm assuming it has to do something with fate. Itself.
Not quite. He's just really strong magician. But the twist here is the consciousness that casts the spell is literally in the helmet. Whoever wears it gets possessed by that spirit.
Ah. So the man himself, man was not called Dr. Fate. The helmet was called Dr. Fate.
Yeah, the spirit in the helmet is called Dr. Fate.
So he is a symbiote. Or symbiote. Once again, we are doing the customers all over.
Well, more like symbiote. There is more of a partnership in this case.
I mean, we didn't know that. What do you think it is? You're quite late. His attention clearly focused on his fellow leader. Magic, it has to be, like he has spoken as she pored over a tablet. He had no other answers to give, and the fact that he had seen magic users focusing all their attention on Toyomi was further connected to the theory. Now, what is the description of magic? How would you describe magic? Magic is literally anything that science cannot prove, right?
So that's what some people say. I probably just classify it as a kind of energy.
It depends on what kind of energy, right? Because we have the key, and it's not magic. And we have semblance, and that's not magic either. I mean, no, they understand that that's their own chromosome or something like that. So it's strange. Wouldn't they have said something if it was magic, no? Noah pointed out. They didn't have an answer to that, realizing that Noah had a point. If Ruben's eyes were simply magic, why wouldn't the lead him tell them? Because they don't know for sure. Also, they are not simply magic, they are physical objects as well. No, something else was going on, and that made the phone swollen. Before she could terminate in the thoughts again, they heard the door open, prompting them that just attention to shoot around their guest. They smiled when they saw the Nick Gason walking along on the couch. The rest of the titles were with him, except for Garfield and Raven. Soft break? I get it. And the cyborg smiled and made back. I'm curious, did they fix Rick's arm?
Yeah, that's not established yet, but as I said, he actually needs two separate kinds of facilities for a full.
Yeah, I mean,
fully helo status.
it is much easier to fix electrical things than physical blood and flesh and blood. I'm pretty sure he has spare parts. At least he had spare parts in the Titan server. So we don't know if he has anything.
Oh, some of the parts he has might be extremely expensive.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have Mr. Nick Grayson in the team.
My superpower is money.
Yang? It's a reply. As he sat down on the chair. No, that's not an answer. But I did the same. And for a while, the group of Fire Force friends were chosen to sit in silence. Every so often, over the eyes lifted towards Ruben's room, watching an specialist work over her, and they couldn't have was slightly proud. There's one thing missing from that scene. What is it called? When the surgery is ongoing, there's a lamp over the door. That is the only thing missing here. How is me? No, quite yes. The Meat Boy, okay. After everyone was injured, Meat Boy was perhaps the most excessive. He has about concussion, multiple broken bones, including gags along his spine, and a partially closed lung. It was a miracle he managed to stay out so long. And he even moved afterwards, making it worse. Now, because they said that he is a special one, I probably said it at the time when it was happening, wouldn't be able to change into a fancy specimen of some kind. I mean, let's say he broke his leg. Does he mean just turning into a dog which has all 4 legs normally fine? I'm not saying he would be if he learned not to control his thing fully.
Yeah, I call that morphic healing, and it can sometimes have some limitations.
Yeah? Everyone is telling to him, the asshole. He assured us that he's going to be fine, although he won't be able to get our man for a week. Get out of man. Why did I hate get out of man? Can't, or she won't let him. Why point that? And he couldn't help but chuckle. I mean, even if he would be able to, that he still won't me. Who knows, if we are being honest, with an asshole. And sent her hand to look at me. How is she? No one knows. Physically, fine. Just put into a coma, I said. But they won't tell us anything more than that. That's frustrating. When admitted with a frown. The man then turned to Megan, who already knew what question was on everyone's mind without ever needing to use her telepathy. I already told you what I saw. She started with a sign. And other than it being a wave of white light, I don't know what it was. I can't even begin to guess. And that's what's confusing me, admitted. I was said to be learned that Panic told that human eyes were special. We had been running test after test to try and figure out what caused his interest. Even Raven didn't scan on them, and they all found nothing. Yet somehow, he managed to manage the demon from Raven's mind and destroy all the game. Could they always do that? No, because your abilities go with you. You said it yourself. You can't use your subnets until you can't use your subnets.
At this point, I've actually forgot how Brainiac made that determination in the first place. What did he discover that gave even a hint of that?
I mean, if Brainiac learned that it was not magic.
Was it like merely the color of her eyes which matched something he had on file from some other planet?
I mean, In Hamlet, silver eyes are very rare. Even Ospin, professor of Rumi, the first thing he noticed was, "Ah, you have silver eyes." It's like if someone would have violet eyes on Earth. It's possible that there are some people who have that, but we don't know about it. It is not her.
I'm actually trying to imagine now. Reflective silver eyes. That just obviously stands out as unusual.
Possibly, they spoke up, catching everyone's attention. The pastor of orders was standing over a tablet, reading "Cares of London." A little collection of info that I think I didn't really watch all of them. A collection of fairy tales to be had in the scroll. Oh, in this one it's a collection of fairy tales. But there might be some info because all fairy tales are based on something in London. I mean, most of what I was said based on something as well, in real life as well. I think that everyone's attention was absorbed, they sliced her finger across the screen, bringing the story in question onto a wall-mounted TV screen. "Hey, I remember this story," Gary said. "My dad and Uncle Crow ran into me, and told me after she started to get school. Some kids were picking on her because of her silver eyes, and they told us to cheer her up." "I'm unfamiliar," I admitted. "Yang, if you please. I mean, I'm not surprised that Vice was not being told fairy tales by her father. Because of rich heritage." "Oh no, you are not gonna learn fairy tales. You are gonna go on to ballet classes. You are gonna go learn piano. You are gonna go and start singing in front of the audience, but no fairy tales." Suddenly, Area sat herself on the mat and looked at everyone. Basically, the thing goes like this.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Long ago, before there were huntsmen and assassins, the game had a rampart across Hamlet. They killed everyone they saw, and their villages and cities disappearing overnight. It was the dark times, where Hamlet had no defenders. Yeah, this was when the Dark Brother, the god of death, was jealous of the god of life and released the game. Then began to change one day when a woman appeared in Rainbow's village. Her eyes were bright silver. The village didn't trust outsiders and to give her the cold shoulder. Some even harassed her, but she had her head high and never intimidated. Eventually, however, the game attacked the village. "Oh, now I'm fine after I save you." Right? All was certain that they were all going to die, but the silver-eyed woman confident soon between the villagers who had harassed her and the game. The game prepared to kill her, but after a single look from her eyes, they all turned to stone and died. The village was saved rather than accept the grateful villager thanks and newfound generosity, humanity left them behind, intending to have the next village. And then, and the next, and the next, and the next, and you get the idea. He was eventually joined by more, and Lucifer and Mori are protecting them not from the forces of darkness for many years until one day they disappeared after a great battle against the game. And I'm assuming that in the great battle when Salem appeared. This was said that it was against an evil empire, whose emperor wanted their powers for himself. We'll find it out when the enemy fell off. And unless the story ends the same, the silver-eyed warrior disappeared, but in the sacrifice, he found the very warrior that the friend remnant ever since. Yeah, short. Evidently, I know that my dad and Uncle Cole made it up just to cheer Ruby up and make her proud of her eyes. But now that you mention it, well, there is two straight. They finished another. They all sat at the screen, something it was that. You know, like Valentine, suddenly, I feel like her, often to all like her eye leaders, when she was younger, suddenly isn't as funny anymore. I mean, there are a lot of eye laser guys in the DC universe, so who knows? And it's even less funny when they actually have magical powers. So who knows? Maybe her semblance was eye laser.
This reminds me of a wacky power that my brother and I came up with was leaping onto your face and running along the ground with your eyelashes at 400 miles per second.
That is very wacky. And you wouldn't be able to do it for long, because all the blood would be going into your head. Also, you wouldn't really see too much. It's almost as if like you would be running with your eyes closed.
400 miles per second. There might be other consequences that comes along with running at that speed.
I mean, you would run 400 miles per second once. You would not survive it. But you would go that far first. Because all of your A-time would be washed.
There would be some intense air friction, I think. That speed.
No, it's not the affection. It's just a G-force that you would feel inside.
That would be an issue too, yeah.
Yeah, you're with man. And he focused on Romy once more. I mean, he didn't focus on Romy, because Romy is not there. But he focused on the door, probably. Not Romy. Let's put this here, just in case. I see there are some stopping points, so yeah. November 2nd, 5 p.m. Next day, next and a half day, 1.5 days later. Oh, I'm telling you, whatever Ruby has, it ain't magic. I mean, I told you it's not magic. But emphasize to Batman and the rest of the League founders. Constantine and Faith were standing alongside her, and the British occultist looked to her long knife of a cigarette and nodded. I had every single detection and trying spell, I know. He didn't, meaning out a ring of smoke. I absolutely got nothing. If I didn't know any better, I would almost say that Mr. Martian saw things that weren't here. I mean, that wouldn't be a false assessment, because they were literally inside the hand of Raymond, and nothing was here in there. Even Tyron said that the game inside are just images of the real ones. Were they? But I don't have faith today. Indeed, they were. But a more recollection of sequences of events is that young Raymond Roth's mind was accurate. It was his hands around, forming a scramble of the three dangerous fight against Tyron. But Joe Jones frowned suddenly and decided over the empty knee, almost getting pushed into boiling mumbo. But he was actually using his team by now. Yeah, it is literally like kidnapping Peter's speech. I hope he screamed and her eyes exploded into light, leaving my boss focused on it intensely. Well, let me on. Obviously, something happened. And you are certain this isn't magic. 100%. That's an answer with first name. Who means eyes for something else entirely. That might explain why we didn't detect him before. So the man suggested, coming his fingers against his chin. Were you able to determine why it only happened now? Yes, actually. Constantly as well. Putting out a cigarette. It appears that Roman's eyes were, for your matter one, off during her time here. Do you mean like a lamp? Off, and Malette, in an eyebrow. Yes, off. I know it isn't the most technical term, but it's the one that must fit. Basically, it was I happened to tune to the breakfast name, which coincidentally matches up perfectly with the game. In the game are there, her eyes are just that, eyes. But if they happen to be game hanging around, her eyes turn on, just waiting to be used.
I can think of an answer to Wonder Woman's next question immediately. Let's see what you come up with the same theory.
And how come Tyron and Raven were affected? Because they are on the same frequency?
Well, Trigon especially, he was channeling the Grim at that moment.
I mean the game are literally creatures in Hamlet, which activated by the code of death.
Trigon empowered the Grim, and I would also say vice versa.
Yeah.
So, if she's got something that specifically affects Grim, it would affect him at the moment. And Raven kind of, because it's part of Trigon's power.
And remember, Raven was affected by the game as well. So it's back and forth. But nevertheless, also Raven's case, all of it I did was give her a light someone. I was by nature, not a face lesson. It's more constructed of evil than actual matter. It doesn't align with that of the game. But with the magic crossing to them, it is enough of light roaming eyes showing them as one and the same. It was mostly bad because of her half-human heritage, although on the other side made it so that she didn't escape completely unscathed. Alright, that answers a few questions, so let's move to them inside, opening the back of his head. But not the most important one, as Melanie, being his hands together. If Roman's eyes are not connected to magic, then what are they? Why is this so important? They are weapons that can be used against him. That's all you need to know.
I guess he's cautious because if they don't understand what it is, then they cannot predict it arising again. And what exactly would affect when it does occur. With something that strong, he considers it dangerous to leave some blank spots in the gaps in knowledge.
Now I'm curious. What happened to the moon?
Boom box?
The cube that opened the portal that they came to here.
I think it's still with the league.
So you are not you are afraid of her eyes more than the moon box. I mean, no, they can actually see what it does. The league also is silent, so I'm staying out over the planet. Both say to read mind, as he tries to think of possibilities, yet none were forthcoming. As he and others continue to think, he heard a flurry of footsteps racing towards them. He noticed hand to look at the door, his friends following his lead, even though they couldn't hear what he did. Eventually, as the footsteps got closer, they did, until finally, automatic door opened with a hiss. They saw Megan looking into the room, and the outer mask, just like me. But with the look on her face. It's me! He said. You woke up. But is she gonna wake up? No.
Well, according to Megan, at that moment, it was past tense. So, Ruby's already awake.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop here, but in 2 days we are gonna continue.
Oh, okay.
Because I know it was a little bit shorter, but I'm literally out of breath, so...
Alright.
That's all I can offer. It is actually a little cliffhanger. They literally do this in movies like, yeah, he woke up, to be continued. That's what's happening right now. I'm pretty sure she's all fine.
That's something they tried to do with the original Doctor Who series. Every single episode, they tried to end with a cliffhanger of some kind. And that's a very long show, so that's a lot of cliffhangers.
Yeah, it's something that... I'm happy that I was binging the show when I did. Because sometimes it's like, do we continue next time? And when the show was ongoing, I assume you would have to wait a week or something like that for the next episode.
I suppose the conclusion to certain arcs come the closest to no suspense at the end of the episode because they conquered the challenge, they beat it. But I often recall they just continue on to the next adventure and then get a cliffhanger there.
Yeah. They are
It's like
setting
they
up
were.
the conflict immediately for the next one.
It was like they were afraid the audience won't come back next week if there isn't the story doesn't end with some suspension for people to talk about across the next week.
I mean, it worked, didn't it?
Seems so, I guess. Yeah.
But I mean, it's easier to piece together what episode you are on if you see that. Wait, something missing in between.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna come back in 2 days, and now I'm gonna go and make some food.
Okay.
So in 2 days we will have more Adventures in Dallas in the morning and Alternate Justice in the night. For you, it's the other way around. But
Sure.
yeah, so see you in 2 days. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Let's see, microphone is still working. Okay. I was worried if my mic got off. It happened before.
I sent you a video. Do you want to play it before I take off?
Wait just a minute. Let me just stop the sharing.